What's going on, y'all? Polo Sports Talking Entertainment. Back again with another one. Be sure to hit the like button, sub to the channel if you're not a member, and also hit the notifications to get all of my content as well as all of my videos. Before I get the video started, I want to give a shout out to the brother Too Raw for TV or Too Raw for Sports. If you're not sub to Too Raw for Sports or Too Raw for TV, definitely go check out his channel. One of the pillars and one of the lead guys in the LDBC community, historian of the highest order, and definitely has a versatility of content regarding his channel. So big ups to Too Raw for putting everybody on game. And as we got breaking news right now, as Quinn Snyder, who was the coach of the Utah Jazz, has officially stepped down uh, as head coach. Okay. Now, I did come out talking about this, about his future being uncertain with the Jazz. Now, everybody was already pressing for him to kind of go, and there were a couple of guys, including myself, that felt like he didn't get any share of the blame, as in terms of their failures. While they would be somewhat successful in the regular season, it just seems like year after year they keep consistently doing the same thing in terms of not progressing as an organization, which leads me to believe that this is something internal. I don't want to put everything on Quinn Snyder though, because I do see some friction that's going on, but just can't quite put finger on it. Okay, now Snyder has posted a 372 and 264 regular season record with Utah, and it makes him the second winningest coach in franchise history, of course, to the late great Jerry Sloan. Okay, um, he went ahead and he had this to say. He said, you know, at the core, what drives me every day is our players and their passion for the game, their desire to constantly work to improve, and their dedication to the team and the Jazz. He said, I strongly feel that they need a new voice to continue to evolve. That's it. No philosophical differences, no other reason. After 8 years, I just feel it's time to move onward. He continued to say, he said, I needed to take time to detach after the season and make sure that this was the right decision. I greatly respect and appreciate Ryan Smith, Danny Ainge, and Justin Zanuck's decision regarding moving forward together. I just know it's time. I am forever appreciative of all the players, coaches, partners, and people I've worked with at the Jazz. Now, this past season, Utah did uh, make the playoffs for the sixth time under Snyder. But like I said, they never got past that second round, and the postseason record is the big Achilles heel, in which he's 21-30, which is under 500 at a 41% winning percentage. Uh, this season, people was it was the same old consistent thing. They were talking about how the Jazz might have a chance and everything like that. Even at one point, they were at the top of the West at 49-33, but it did not happen like that. Now, I did ask a couple people what they felt about Quinn Snyder. Hey, what's up with it, y'all? I see y'all in the building. What's up with the scrub, Stephen Green? Jay Steves, I see you in the building. True Viking Queen, I see you in here. Kev Cook, I see you in the building. You say you can't believe it, Stephen Green. Well, I can believe it. Look, they haven't been on the same page in a while, and this is what I was going to get to. Okay, this is the thing that we have to really put into perspective. Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell's relationship has been a roller coaster ride. Okay, while 1 minute they seem like they're great, then the next minute they're at odds. Then the next minute they're good. Then the next minute, one player wants to be that franchise player. The other player is talking about, he wants a more leadership role. Yeah, I like Quinn Snyder. Now, there's some other people that might have their differences about Quinn Snyder. I actually like Quinn Snyder. I think he's a decent coach. You know what I'm saying? When he when he came over from Missouri, I had my doubts about it, but I think he does a great job in the regular season. It's just in the postseason, you know, never could quite get under that hope, up over that hump. Now, is he on the level of a Ima Udoka or any of the other coaches that have managed, even like a Taylor Jenkins? No, absolutely not. He's not. He's not at that level. However, the personnel doesn't help either because when you got Donovan Mitchell, who's a inefficient shot jacker, who doesn't use his team well and consistently tends to mess up and take more away from his team, and then you also got Rudy Gobert, who's pretty much nothing but a front runner and continues to get exposed year after year, and comes up short. Then that doesn't help either. You know, yeah, he was okay. Yeah, he was okay. But besides that, I really uh am wondering what his next move is going to be. I mean, we have some other places. Other coaches have went other places as assistants and everything, but we'll have to see what takes place. But I knew that this was coming, and I knew either the Jazz were going to go ahead and move on from Quinn Snyder, or he was going to make this move right here. You know, uh, one thing I will say though about this too again is that the organization is going to have to consider what they're going to do in terms of breaking this up because the the Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert experiment is not going anywhere. And more importantly, I do feel like and I'll say this again, and I don't care what anybody has to say. I might get some pushback about this. What's up with it, Memphis? You say I think he should go back to college. I mean, it's always an option, but I mean, he's already in the NBA. He's been in there 6 years. His regular season record is already good, Stephen, but it's just the postseason. It's not horrible, but it's not all that good either. I mean, 41%. They just could never get past the second round. I mean, we also got to look at a guy like a Terry Stotts. I mean, they're at the same level too. You know what I'm saying? But nobody. I've criticized him heavily. Matter of fact, I think that Quinn Snyder. One can argue that Quinn Snyder is actually neck and neck with Terry Stotts. I would have to go back and look at the percentages and everything, but now this leaves the door open. And knowing the way that Danny Ainge is, and how much of a savage and a shrewd motherfucker that he is, especially how he did Isaiah Thomas, I I don't think he would call anybody like a Mark Jackson or anything like that. Just knowing the way that he is. Just knowing the way that he is. Nah, Doc Rivers, Doc Rivers isn't going anywhere. Okay, I know there's been rumblings about that, but Doc Rivers is not going anywhere. You know, and they're not going anywhere. Matter of fact, him and Doc Rivers don't even see eye to eye. Nah, but he's got a chip on his resume, and he's made it to the Western Conference Finals, Stephen. So we gotta put that into perspective, and then we also got to look at the playoff record too as well. But um, I was about to say something. Yeah, I don't think that he's going to reach out to Mark Jackson. I don't think the organization is going to reach out to Mark Jackson just from my perspective, you know. But him going back to college is an option. Oh, this is what I yeah, that's what I was about to say. I lost my train of thought. Now, the experiment is not working with the Rudy Gobert and the Donovan Mitchell. The one thing that I felt like they really where they messed up at was when they got rid of Joe Ingles. Okay. And I know some people are gonna look at that and they're gonna be like Joe Ingles, but Joe Ingles was a big part of that team, especially when you consider him on the defensive end and a reliable shot maker. Like I and of course he had that injury and that was a big loss and it showed on the court, especially when Mike Conley Jr. he wasn't 100% either. That was a big thing too last year too as well. They did experience some injuries and everything, but at the same token, you still got to be able to adapt. Do you think Danny Ainge influence in Jazz front office will get Mark? Well, that's what I was just talking about, Dion. Good, good question and salute to you. That's what I was just talking about. I don't think Danny Ainge is going to do that. And we know how Utah is. I don't need to go into how Utah is, man. And I don't think that they're pressing for Mark Jackson. Nah, but but yeah, no. That's not going to happen either, Stephen Green. That's not going to happen. That's wishful thinking. You said Quinn Snyder would be great for a team like Houston Rockets or the Brooklyn Nets. Nah, not at all. For one, the Houston Rockets they have far too many. Uh, they got a lot of rebuilding too. He's better for a veteran savvy team, and not guys that are like clearly on headed towards the twilight of their career. That's not saying that Kevin Durant is or Kyrie is or anything like that, but those guys are kind of set in their ways, and those egos are through the roof. You got to think about it. Donovan Mitchell, his ego is through the roof. Rudy Gobert, his ego is through the roof. So I really I disagree with that. And as far as Sam Cassell, I disagree with that too. Sam Cassell should be the head coach of the Philadelphia 76ers. Is Max who's a better point guard? Okay, who's a better point guard? Maxi or Mike Conley Jr.? You understand what I'm saying? Donovan Mitchell is not a point guard. Okay, I want to make that really clear. He's really a shooting guard. Okay, so you gotta put that in we gotta stop looking at everything one dimensional. Oh yeah, he'll be great. Just no, I don't look at it like that. Look at the personnel. Look at Sam Cassell. Look what position he played. Look at his success rate in the league as a point guard. Look at how he can influence a guy like Maxi. So that's why you heard the rumors about Luke watching be a head coach. Yeah, he's already on the roster. He joined the staff, but Bickerstaff isn't going anywhere. So y'all let me know what you think, man. Leave your comments, like the video, share it, subscribe, hit the notification. Polo Sports Talking Entertainment. I'll get at you later.